boost if you've gone to Western Michigan University or are still going to it. Good Lord. Okay, that's a lot of people. This is my ode to Western Michigan University.
Put on the hat. Do you have the hat?
I had my graduation hat. I was gonna wear it, but I'm gonna wear my narwhal hat.
That's your graduation
boost. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, when I wrote this ode, it was never gonna be an advertisement, that's for sure. But it was a great experience for me. So this is my ode to Western Michigan University. You great, big, smooth, empty classroom. You perfect analysis. You theory of positive communication. You sand upon which I built a tribe of pot-filled warrior lungs numbering the coffee houses. You promise of great sex, and you failed promises. You 30-foot wall minorities pole vault over. You 5-year night that I can't remember, but woke up today feeling like I had forgotten to wear a condom. You paycheck, you payment, you big mouth of reality. You ladder of encouragement, insistence, therapy. You handle of my coffee cup. You binge drinker, you almost there, you finish strong, you 1 more year, you classmate who broke up with me and I stopped going to class. You DC and calm theory, you shouts of no more and more, echoing across the amphitheater, you homeless students, you suicide prevention program, you bony finger of grad school beckoning like a 2-year peace treaty with Andrew Jackson, like the magic wellspring of worldly confidence, you passenger seat where I nap or watch the world fly by for days at a time, noting one odd tree that I want to write about, you worst tasting fair trade coffee in the history of fair trade, you ham my mother holding the world to her breast, you Prague summer program I never went on, you dorms I never slept in, you honors college of honored students, you East Hall of East Halls, of mushroom trips, of vandalism, mischief, undoing, rebelling, chalking, dancing, poeming, thinking deep and ugly and full and reminiscent, you coming of age a generation too late, you holding cell, you lackluster attempt at not knowing anything, you bittersweet success, you completed puzzle of pieces hanging proudly from a nail, you ridiculous gown of bygone traditions, you labyrinth or laboratory of boiling insurrection where we crouch beneath the guise of professionalism, waiting in a Trojan horse with neighbors we don't know, to pounce with passion and music instead of weapons, teaching children to open their gift of the earth with desperate fingernails, digging deep into its bright, ripe orange. Western Michigan University, you benevolent bastard. You spiderweb, how you've put empathy in my brain cells that speak to me like one of the decent versions of Jesus once did before he grew into a blue vine with sprouted flowers. Before you tattooed your incessant charts of grades on my restless muscles, how you've taught me to care about others, to not get too upset, to stay on top of it, to have a secret plan, to become drained of despair and filled with admiration for action, to sit and see how slowly mountains move themselves, to believe in the sunrise as well as the dusk. So Western Michigan University, you pagan graveyard, you football field, upon you I declare the most knee-bent, clandestine, eye-shifting, glorious civil war. Against your nothings and empties, I'll send your artists by air. Against your police, I will send your poets by sea. Against your flags, I'll send your flag bearers empty-handed and smiling and crossing all the borders. Against your property, I'll send your buildings firing cannons filled with the confetti of your parking tickets. Against your economists and business schools, I'll send your unemployed advertising agents with guilt in their heavy briefcases, and that one scream we all have bursting out of ourselves in the form of a face, along with your anorexic daughters, and they'll get married above all this. And against your hierarchies, I'll send your legions of queers. Against your politicians, I will send your movers of change in the world. Upon your fucking tuition, I will crack open the 1 billion eggs laid by your tens of thousands of indentured servants, and through the gates of your history, I'll send this ode, storming fearlessly through your shattering glass and indefinite zeros and the ashes of your degrees. Oh, Western Michigan University, you master of stasis, you calm calamity. Tell me the truth if I just dreamt you. After my war, we will shake hands and I'll give you what you want. By the thousands, I will join the leaderless exodus of your students and professors, your Sweeneys, Olsons, Grotons, Stotos, Tappers, Ayers, Clays, Dooleys, Allens, Brimhalls, Creek Sauces. They'll ride en masse by bicycle turnings to the final night of the student ghetto, when the furthest stars nervously peek out for the first time in 200 years from behind the broken city's street lamps shells, lifting their little heads up from dumpsters in the street to look down on community gardens. And in this land of fire breathers, bonfires, long grass, tall tale tellers, potluck afternoons, of learning and teaching and growing into one another, of imperfect circles, mud and comfort, I'll bring everyone else too, employees from their employment and employers from their employing. But as for you, great big smooth empty classroom, you will be laid underground, having done all you must, having dreamed all your dreams, having opened your trap door, having sent me back to sleep.